Let's go. I was gonna say, is our audio not working?
Yeah,
Yeah, if you're too loud, the mic like
I know. That's what I'm gonna say.
knows better.
I'm gonna do my woos. I'll be a woo girl when I go woo, woo, woo.
You look so small.
I look small.
Yeah, look how much I take up my square, and look how much you take up your square.
I'm sitting in a couch in that seat.
Well,
I'll take it. That's last
a
time
little
I got
heavy.
called. Last time I got called small was a long time ago. So,
Yeah.
all right,
All
we
right.
got a
What do we have for
big
headlines?
one.
We have a big one today.
Lot to discover and discuss. So keep it nice and tight. Okay. That's what
We love it. We love it tight.
that's what she said. Headlines.
That's
We're
what
gonna
he
do a
would say.
brief discussion on this. It was college football. This is the one time we'll talk about college football outside of Deion Sanders beginning of the year. Championship weekend. Georgia went down. Everyone else pretty much won. Washington beat Oregon. Yada yada yada. Playoff was decided. Florida State won their game, won their conference, undefeated. They were previously ranked number 4, and with their win, it moved them back to 5. Do we agree with this? 1 minute, go.
mm, mm, Initial thought was no, because they're undefeated and other teams in there are have a loss, at least a
Ga-
loss, right?
games matter. That's
Games,
would be that take. Yes,
right. Um, they did they play Louisville in their championship?
correct.
And they were like barely winning. It was like 3-6 or something. I don't remember.
It was the
So it
worst
was
game
not, yeah, it
I've
was not
watched in a
very
while.
impressive. So I
Yeah,
understand
because their
why.
quarterback broke his leg. For those that
Right.
don't know, yeah,
Quarterback's hurt. They're not the same team. But with that argument, you would say that, if say the playoffs started after Joe Burrow hurt his wrist and they were
yeah.
like a really good team in maybe a 1 or 2 seed. So you're saying that they can't go into the playoffs now because he broke his wrist? Like that's just diminishing the entire success of the team. And it's basically like, well, why? What else can they do? They go 13-0. What else are they supposed to do?
Win more
By
impressively.
more? Yeah. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough. I won't want that job. I think the only solution to this is what they're going to do next year, and it's to have more than 4 teams because that's just fucking dumb.
I disagree.
You don't think they should have more than 4 teams?
No, I don't think that's the solution because you're going to end up moving the fifth team out is a problem. Well, now the 13th out team out is a problem. It's just not as big of a problem because it's not as big of a school as Georgia.
Right. And I'm fine with that
Correct. But
because the 13th team is not going to be, the 12th team is going to do shit. So it's like
I think
there
this
might be 6 teams that are really good and have a chance. So they should all be in there. And I
yeah.
think there are. I think
I think
Georgia has a chance too. So it's like you should have the best teams, and it's 6 this year instead of 4 or whatever.
I think 12 helps because like if you put Georgia up against Washington, I think they would probably be favored. Just putting
Georgia?
that out there. Yeah, and they're the
Yeah.
6th ranked team. How does that work? If Georgia
Right.
played Bama again, I think Georgia might be favored. They won 29 in a row or something like that. Like, and then they lost one game and they're out. I think it
Mm-hmm.
just exposed college football and exposes that, like, the reason why I'm not as big of a fan as college football and I love the NFL because on the field matters, their scheduling matters, who they play matters, and that's it. We don't leave it up to 12 white old men in a room that think that Bama's strength of schedule because they play the SEC and but they only really played two top 25 teams is better than Florida State's 125 team and all that crap.
Eventually, it's just got to be North and South. Like they're just combining all
It's
their shit
gonna
together. They
if
might as
they're
well just have
smart,
an east, like East and West or North and South. Like
yes.
just fucking split it in two,
If
because then
they're
you don't have
but
all that bullshit.
correct. And then if they're smart, they should the NFL is the most successful sports league in the world, right?
Yeah, just copy it.
Copy it. And if you're smart, who if let's just look at this. The Packers won the division. Who do we play? Every division winner. And then we guess what? We play the opposite conference division, and then we play a winner in another division in the opposite
Yeah, I
conference.
think they could keep divisions and then they
Scheduling
do
should
two
be
different
better.
conferences. Yeah.
Yes. And then like the people in the playoff need to play each other again. Like Michigan, I'm glad Bama's in because I don't want to watch Florida State, Michigan. Bama, Michigan is going to make money. They said ESPN was going to lose like 150 million if it was Florida State. Now
Yeah.
they'll
And
probably make money. It's going to break records. It's
that
all about
probably
money.
has, yeah. And I'd argue that if someone said that that's not involved with making that decision, I'd say they're full of shit.
And that puts to the last point, and this is a huge rabbit hole for a different conversation. They don't have they have a governing body, but the NCAA is separate from the Big Ten and whatever. They don't have a Goodell.
Yeah.
Like Goodell says that we're doing this, and he works with the players' union, but it's Goodell, and then the owners can check Goodell and back and forth. But they have one person making decisions.
They need a commish.
It's all over the place. SEC wants to do like it's just a joke. It's stupid. I'm glad those two games are going to be awesome to me. I think they're going to be really fun to watch. And it's a
Hmm.
lot of talent, but kind of a dumb situation. I feel bad for Florida State, but it is what it is.
Yeah. That's why we like NFL.
This is true. Speaking of college, we're doing a quick game. Okay, we spoke of this last week.
Yep. And I purposely did not like look up teams and prepare myself because I'm curious myself to see how good I am at
So
this.
I randomly selected and I wrote down, and I could be wrong because I don't know. Some of these I noticed a trend too, and I'll relate this later. I try to pick these are all Division 1 teams. And what we're doing is we're
And you
gonna
have the answers, right?
correct what I think are correct. I Googled it and that's what came up, but who knows? They might have changed. I don't know. That's what makes it tough. What we're gonna do is we're gonna list colleges, and Mason has to tell us who they're sponsored by.
How
Off the top of
many?
his head, I have about 20, 30,
Okay.
20.
I'll just go as quick. I might take a
Rapid
couple
fire.
seconds. Yeah,
Yep,
but I'll
we're gonna
just
do this
go.
as
Yeah, I think this
fast as
is.
possible, and then I will we'll see what you do.
Yeah,
Show
just
that
mark which ones I get right and we'll see how many.
some of them are cakewalks just to make you look smart, and some of them I have no fucking clue. Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
ready, go.
Wisconsin,
Under Armour.
Ohio
Used to be
State,
Adidas. Nike.
Bowling Green,
Nike.
FAU,
Under Armour.
Tulsa,
I don't know some of these. Also,
I
I'm
was
gonna
trying to
say
stump your
Nike.
ass. Fresno State, oh, I'm
Adidas.
stumping them.
Yeah.
Rice,
Rice.
yeah, that's a big. That's a D1 school.
I think they're Nike.
Hawaii,
Oh, they're either Adidas or Under Armour.
Texas,
Nike. Or
Ole
they might
Miss,
be Jordan. No, they're Nike. Ole Miss is Adidas or Under
Baylor,
Armour. Baylor is Nike.
Rutgers,
Nike.
Arizona State,
They're this. What are they? The Devils, Sun Devils. They are Nike.
Utah State,
Under Armour. Or no, sorry, Adidas, because that's
V-
Jordan Love.
Virginia,
Nike or Jordan? I don't remember if they switched.
Stanford.
Nike.
UCF.
Central Florida. Nike. We talked about those jerseys last year or
Yep.
last week.
NC State.
NC State is Adidas.
Pitt. Pittsburgh.
Pitt is Under Armour. Kenny Pickett.
Kansas.
Adidas.
Last one. Boston College.
Under Armour.
All right, that's it.
I feel like I didn't do that well. Shit. Some of those
If
are tough.
I tried because I knew what you knew because we've definitely played this game before, just sitting here. But if
I know more popular teams. Like you gave me fucking
correct,
Tulsa.
if I would have got like Alabama and like a Tennessee,
Right.
I knew you would get the cakewalk, so I threw some in there. If my research is correct, you got 9 wrong
Out of 30?
out of 21. You got like 50%.
That's not that good.
But what I could, because I just Googled blank blank uniforms and I looked at how early the picture was, if it was like 2023, 2022, but they could have changed. So my research could be wrong.
Okay.
Just to throw some out here, if you want to immediately say, I know these changed, then great, you got it right. Because I don't fucking know. Because another trend I noticed, everyone I didn't know was fucking Adidas. Just putting that out there.
Yeah, because they haven't had a lot. And a lot of
FAU,
teams will go from Adidas to Under Armour, like the
so I
Badgers
had
did.
FAU as Adidas. And you did not say that. I also had Tulsa as Adidas. All these you didn't say. Rice as Adidas. Old Miss I have as Nike. You didn't say it Nike. That one
For
kind of
some
shocked me.
reason, yeah, for some reason I'm picturing Under Armour or Adidas for them, but yeah.
Those I'm pretty positive they're Nike.
Yeah.
Uh
They're like
Ruck,
light blue and red, right?
yeah, and white. Rutgers and Arizona State, Adidas.
Really?
Utah State I have as Nike.
Not when Jordan Love was there.
Yeah, but I think
I'm almost positive.
you can look that one up. Pitt I have as Nike.
Are you sure?
And then Boston College I have as Adidas. So it's majority Adidas.
Yeah, Utah State is Nike. But Jordan Love,
It
I'm thinking of Jordan Love. Um,
it might have changed. I mean, that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
I guess.
And Kenny Pickett was 2 or 3.
Oh wow, they were Nike. Fuck.
Yeah. So you're not as good as you thought.
No, I'm not at all.
Makes me happy.
Wait, what was the other one? After Utah?
Pitt and Boston College. Pitt was Nike and Boston College was Adidas.
I said Boston College was either Adidas or Under Armour, I think.
Yeah. But all the ones you got wrong were pretty much Adidas.
Right.
So
And that tells you about
the worst
Adidas.
uniform.
Yeah.
So that was just the
They're
road game we had to
very
play.
forgettable.
That actually took me a lot of time to like come up with team names that I thought you couldn't get, and then come up with, because then I'm like, well, Mason's not going to know this. I sure as hell don't know what this is. So then I had to Google the team, and then I had to like, I see like 3 different uniforms, and it's like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour. And I'm like, well, what fucking year is this,
Yeah,
man? That we
which one
changed
is
so many
it?
times. It's a tweet from 2010. We're like, yeah, we're moving to Nike. I'm like, well, that doesn't help. So,
Yeah.
okay, done
Damn.
with that.
That's bad.
Yeah, you're
I
great.
talked a lot of shit and but that's
Glad you're
also
doing the
shit.
uniforms.
That's also shit teams. That's also shit
Yeah, well,
teams.
I got to give you a challenge, you know.
I could name so
We're not
the
we're not
top
we're not
well
doing this.
the ones in the bowl right now or
Yeah, it's
the
like all
whatever.
Nike and Under Armour. Like it's all easy. I could do that too. Like it's
Yeah,
not
which ones?
difficult.
Tell me.
We're not doing this
It's
right now.
four teams. It
We
takes
have
6 seconds.
Michigan's Jordan,
Okay.
Alabama's Nike.
Okay.
Who else is in it? Washington and
Washington and Texas.
Texas is Nike. Washington? Are they Adidas?
I'm pretty sure they're Nike.
Okay, or Nike. Yeah, there you go. 3 out of 4. 75%. That's better than your
What's
50.
yeah, in a small sample size.
Okay, we're moving on. Moving on. Weekend recap. The biggest game of the day. The Green Bay Packers against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we were there. Fantastic game. Great to watch. Great seats. Great experience.
Washington is
Um,
Adidas. But continue.
4 for 4. Thank you very much. I should be the uniform expert. Anyways, clip it. Um,
Oh man.
what a game, huh? I mean, stressful, entertaining, emotions.
Yeah.
Third and 18, Cole. It's 3rd and 18, and we rushed 3. That 3rd and 18 is gonna kill us. That's 3rd and 18. We still win. We think we're gonna blow it. Crazy game. Are we legit? That's my question.
It depends on what your definition of legit is.
Playoff team.
Yeah, we are a playoff team.
Do you believe in Jordan Love?
I'm beginning
That he's
to.
our franchise quarterback?
If he plays
And a franchise
like
quarterback, by the
this
way, could
for the
be
rest
Kirk
of the
Cousins.
year, right? I think
Yes.
right now I would say he's trending that way.
Will we win out?
No,
How many games will we lose?
1 or 2.
Okay. Any other thoughts on that game? I know the refs sucked. It was back and forth. They got a bullshit call. We got a bullshit call. They got a bullshit call. So I mean, it quote
That's why I
unquote
don't
evens
think.
out.
That's why I don't think we're gonna win out because
Shit happens.
knowing us, we're gonna fucking like lose on Monday night to
Where
fucking
we're young.
the Giants.
Also, I'm kind of
We're
pissed
gonna make a
about that.
dumb decisions. Yeah.
There's 2 Monday night games, and we got Joe Buck. Like, how the fuck did they pick Joe Buck for us? Like, give us the other clowns. I
What's
do
the
not.
other? What's the other Monday night game?
It's Tennessee and whoever the fuck they play. Um, Tennessee and the Dolphins.
Well,
So I
yeah, that's
guess
not gonna be
we're
a good
considered
game.
the better
Neither game
game.
is. Yeah, neither game is very good.
Yeah, I don't want Joe and Troy, but
Yeah, me
yeah,
neither.
I will say, it was cool to watch Mahomes in person. He didn't make as many flashy plays or whatever, but
Mhm.
after the game, him and Kelsey, did you hear their like comments on the flags and stuff?
No.
I loved it. They were both like, I'm not looking for a flag there. They were the better team. We have to be better. Like they're not counting on getting that call or not getting that call. It's just part of the game. They had like a very like we like been there, done that. Like we know shit's gonna happen and doesn't happen. Like if we're better, it will take care of it ourselves. And I was kind of like, I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of them, but I respect it.
No, but that's what you want to hear.
Yes.
You
Which
don't want them to be like, no, we
with the
should have won.
fans,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
yeah, Mahomes was not, it was cool to see him, but if you're paying to see Mahomes play, I don't know if we're ever going to be able to do that again. And
yeah, it's a
it's
lifetime
not the
thing.
game I wanted to see from him. I wanted to
No.
see him fucking whip it around, throw some crazy balls,
If
whatever.
Tyreek Hill was there, it would have been really cool to see that speed, him chuck it deep,
Yeah, but
like a high scoring affair or something. But yeah, we got the win.
I'll take the win, man, all day.
Yeah, Jordan Love owns Mahomes. He's the
Hmm.
new Joe Burrow. Just putting that out there. Yeah. Okay. Next game, the only other game of the week that really mattered. Niners kicked the shit out of the Eagles.
I I remember telling you, oh,
I
the Eagles are just gonna rail them.
I said they're
After the
3-point
first two drives
favorites.
or whatever,
Yeah.
we're like, oh, should they be 3-point favorites? That means they'd be 6 at home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were 20-point favorites away. So
How much do you think 10 days of rest for the Niners and an overtime exhausting win against the Bills played effect in this?
It definitely probably did.
I don't know if it would
But
change the outcome, but I definitely think it'd be closer.
we're gonna talk about Purdy a little bit later, and I mean, they're beating the good teams. They're beating
Well, they're
Dallas. They're
fucking
beating Philly.
they're stacked.
Yeah, yeah. So
So
I mean,
so my
they're the
question
real deal. They have a lot of talent and they have a really good coach.
my question
I'm
for the
not gonna say
Niners
shit about their quarterback, but
is Niners or the field? Would you take the Niners to win the NFC or the rest of the NFC?
the Niners.
Would you take the Niners to win the Super Bowl or the rest of the AFC?
Mm, well, at that point, it's a 50-50 because I already took the Niners over the other
However you want
49%
to think of it,
of the
it's up to you.
NFC, and
Yeah.
then that. So no, it's a coin flip.
Would you take the Niners and the Chiefs versus the field?
No,
No.
not off. The Chiefs are not impressive to me.
Okay.
They don't have anyone
Are
after Kelsey.
you? Do you think the Eagles should be concerned?
Yes, but it's not time to like hit the panic button. They're still fucking good.
Yeah, they got to.
And
I mean,
they just have
yeah,
to figure some
regroup.
shit out. And
Sometimes,
it's a regular season game. I know there was like a lot of hype and they want to win, but playoff game, that's different.
yeah, I agree. And sometimes getting your ass punched, getting your ass kicked or your face punched at home.
I hate getting my ass punched.
Yeah, me too. And getting fuck me. It's been. I'm still tired. Um, Getting your ass kicked at home when you're 10-1 and you're coming back and winning all these games sometimes is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the whole security guard thing would kind of like kick them in gear,
Yeah.
but maybe and then also losing if they lose to Dallas too, it's kind of like whoa, like you know what I
I,
mean? Like we just two in a row,
and
but they
with
escaped and they're still 10-3 then.
right.
Like
And
they're gonna lead the NFC almost.
the um the the matchup between the two since the playoff game last year, it's still 1-1. So it's like, okay, we're even now. If you think of it as like um, I know it's not the same, but like in the NBA, a 7 game series. I know it's not a 7 game series, but a team could
It's the
get
best
fucking
of
just
three.
whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the next game they
All
could
right.
win. So it's like it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter, but it does, like I say, raise a red flag.
So now that we get into this, we're gonna play a MVP discussion. Speaking of the Niners and the Eagles and everybody, I want you to pick the side, and you're gonna give your 30 seconds only take of why this person should or shouldn't be the MVP, and I will take the other side that you don't want because I'm that gifted at arguing. Also, I lost an argument today, and I am disappointed in myself. I was speechless today in a moment that I had the clear upper hand in an argument, and I
At work?
just no. This guy, quick story. This guy down at on Bridge Street, by the bridge in Grafton. It's literally the bar. There's a 2 lanes. We go straight like this, and both coming. And I'm in the right lane, and the car in the front of this one on the green is going left. So everyone's waiting here. I know this is a thing, so I always get in the right lane. I'm not waiting for that shit. So I'm going, and this truck just goes whoop right in front of me. Like I slam on my brakes. I am that close to clipping like literally his front door. Like that's how close we were. Horn, and I get one of these in the windshield, in the rear view. So I speed up and get
Oh
around,
God.
and this guy starts putting his window down. And I'm like, what are you gonna say? So I look at him and I'm like, what the fuck, man? He goes, I didn't see you. And I look at him, and go, why'd you flip me off then? He goes, I didn't know what else to do. And I just sat there. I was like,
All right,
did
that's
he
a good point.
I know. I was like, did he just say that? I was like, you cut me off. Like, don't cut me off. I have the right of way. And I just sat there speechless. I was like, and then he just drove off. And I was like, I just fucking lost that confrontation. Like, what the fuck? I'm just off today. This is
Oh
horrible.
God, that's
Yeah.
so
Anyway,
funny. That's hilarious.
I was pissed. Anyways, sorry. Okay. Back to the MVP. Brock Purdy. Do you want the for or the against?
Um, I can do either. I'll let you pick this one, and then I'll do the other three.
I'll take the for.
Okay.
I'll start. 30 seconds. Brock Purdy, the for. They've beaten every good team. He's putting up great numbers. They could be the 1 seed, and he's the quarterback on the 1 seed. Normally wins the MVP. In the games they lost, he brought them down to kick the field goal against the Browns. So like he made the plays to get them down there, even though they were losing. He had a bad game against the Vikings. That's just straight up. But people have bad games. And then what was the other game they lost? The Vikings. Who else did they lose to? Oh, the Bengals. I mean, Joe Burrow's a good player. Like sometimes you lose to good people. That's my pro take.
So Purdy is not even the best player on his team.
Not even top 12, according to us. I'm supposed to be pro though, so he is the best.
Yeah, okay. Um he if you I know his stats are misleading and it's not everything, but if you look at I think Dak is the closest to him. I think it's 1 and 2.
Who he beat?
Right, but it's a team game. Dak's QBR and his QBR, wash, 75. Completion percentage, wash, both 70. Dak has more yards by 100, and Dak has 3 more touchdowns, 26 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Purdy has 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Purdy has him in passer rating, but not by much. I think Purdy, it's not outstanding enough when you have like the guy right next to you putting up the same numbers pretty much, and they have the same record. Their teams do. Dak elevates his team. Purdy doesn't. His team elevates him.
I would agree with your take. Tyreek Hill.
I am going to go. No, he's not going to be MVP.
I'll take the for. 4. He's gonna make over 2,000 yards. He's gonna break the yardage. I genuinely believe he should be the MVP also. So this is a legit for. Without him, the offense is nothing. Tua is not in the MVP conversation, but Brock Purdy is. Tua is doing his team's playing well. He's putting up numbers, but Brock Purdy's getting carried by Debo and McCaffrey and Kittle and Ayuk. Who the fuck is carrying the Dolphins? It's Tyreek Hill. Who the fuck slides their defense every week, except Washington? They just didn't want to guard him, I guess. Whatever. To Tyreek Hill. It's Tyreek Hill. The guy is the biggest game changer in the league. You have to guard him. Double team, triple team, plan, everything. And I think his biggest case is the rest of the quarterbacks aren't that outstanding.
Yeah.
And if they get the 1 or 2 seed, he is the reason their offense is great. If you take him off, Waddle's great. They're not the same. If you take Brock Purdy off, they're a playoff team.
I
If
saw
you
someone
take
say Mac, I feel bad for Mac Jones because the
Yeah,
Niners could have picked him and he could have been in the
great.
MVP
Right? If you take
discussion this year.
Hurts off the Eagles, I think the Eagles are still a very good team. If you take Dak off the Cowboys aren't as good, but we saw Cooper Rush go 4-1 with that team.
Mm-hmm.
Without Tyreek, Tua did not look like the same person. That's my case.
I like that a lot, actually. Um, it my against take is not really my thoughts or not my opinion. I wish it wasn't the case, but if I have to make the case, um, they're 9 and so the team itself is 9-3, and they haven't beaten anyone like worth beating. So how good really are they? One, two. Yes, he's gonna get a lot of yards, but he needs like 20 touchdowns in order to be an MVP. He's got 12, so he's got some work to do. You can't just be MVP because you get a lot of yards. So, and then my third point is that it's a quarterback award, and
System. Yeah,
it's you have to be you have to be so good to elevate it above being a quarterback winning. So that's the other reason why I thought he would not win. I would
yeah,
love if he won because I
it,
totally
it
agree with you.
it hurts because like if you say, well, put Kenny Pickett on that team, Tyreek Hill's not as good. And it's like, yeah, he needs someone to get him the ball. So like
Yeah, he needs a
how valuable
competent
are you?
he
You
needs
know
a
what I mean?
competent quarterback. But your
That's
point of
what's
like
that's what
he
sucks.
is in the MVP discussion and the guy throwing it to him is not, and even if he was, I would argue Tua's in it because of Tyreek, but he's not even in
Correct.
it. So okay, so now Dak or Hurts.
Dak, you want pro or against?
Um,
For or against? Pro or con?
I'll go against.
You bastard. I don't want four.
I know I'm going to
Um
use my own point against myself right here.
for Dak Prescott. He's playing, his stats are great. He played a great game against the Eagles and they lost. He was not the reason they lost that game. He could, if they win against Philly at home, you're right there in the top seed. Yeah, they got killed by the Niners. Aaron got killed by the Jaguars and he won MVP. Like, or the Saints. Saints, I apologize. Shit happens. Like you're not, no one has a perfect season. Completion percentage is high, touchdowns are high, yards are high. He has CD Lamb, but like the defense is stacked. I'll give you that. But like Pollard and is okay. Brandon Cooks is okay. Like they're off, and he's got fucking Mike McCarthy. I don't care what you say. Like he's dealing with Big Mike as his OC, and he's still putting up points.
So
Tough division.
Dak, as I
That was
stated
really
before,
hard.
yeah, I know. As I stated before, Dak, his numbers are
Brock Purdy esque.
the same if as Brock Purdy, and if they are better, it's not by much. And he got beat by Brock Purdy. Um,
Team game though.
it is a team game, but I'm not impressed.
The fact that Nick Wright genuinely believes that Dak Prescott's the MVP of the league just blows my mind. Dallas hasn't.
That's another point. Nick Wright thinks he should be
Yes,
MVP.
Dak Prescott. They haven't beaten. I know it's a team game. They haven't beaten a team over 500. Seattle's 6-6 now.
Right.
Beat, play someone good and win. And okay, well he played the Eagles well. That's one game. You play the Bills coming up. You play the Eagles again. You play the Dolphins, who we just talked about. We'll see what the MVP race looks like.
Mm-hmm.
If he comes out of that swinging, then more power to you.
Yeah.
All right. Hurts.
Um, against.
Jalen Hurts 4. Best record in the league. He adds a dimension to their offense that's not many people you could replace it with. Like some quarterbacks you could, but the running, the moxie, the clutch, the leadership.
Yeah.
He is that leader on that team. Yeah, they got killed by the Niners, but they're also going through a stretch. I mean, everyone's getting killed by the Niners, let's be real. But they're going through a stretch of Bills comeback win, Chiefs at Kansas City on Monday Night Football win, beats Dallas at home. They're at Dallas. What if they beat Dallas? Like they come out of that stretch 4-1. Like that's and they play the Giants twice at the end of the year. They could still be the 1 seed. The defense is overrated too. They're giving up yards up the ass. So he has to
Mm-hmm.
score. He has a new offensive coordinator, a coach that I don't really know what he does. I'm going to be honest with you.
Besides yell at Kansas City fans.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm not going to say he's the engine that makes the team go, but he definitely is leading the pack.
So that is all very true. Hertz is a great leader, but this isn't the leadership award. Um, he has a good supporting cast, not as good as San Francisco, but we played that game last
Probably
week for a
second.
reason. You
Yeah.
know, he has a really good supporting cast. AJ Brown, top receiver in the game.
Devontae Smith, DeAndre
Devontae Smith,
Swift,
Swift, they're all really good.
offensive
Um,
line.
all of his stats are worse than the other two quarterbacks we talked about. It's more comparable to Jordan Love. He's got a
Right.
better QBR than Jordan Love, but the other numbers are like pretty close. So you're telling me that isn't in the MVP? Jordan isn't, but he is.
Yeah.
It's because of his record and his
Yeah.
team. And touchdowns, I don't give a fuck about his total touchdowns because he tush pushes 18 times a year, and that's a bunch of touchdowns. So him throwing the ball, it's never really been that impressive to me. He's third. I would put Purdy above him, which seems sacrilegious for me to say because I'm so down on Purdy. But um,
Turns
yeah,
the ball over too much.
yeah,
Okay.
that's all I got. I
All I
agree.
think
I
we
think
real
Tyreek. I think Tyreek should be it.
I was just gonna say I realized that my case for Tyreek is the real case here, and the
Yeah.
the case overall this year is very lackluster for MVP. Quick, we're gonna sneak this in quick. Trivia question for the game that we're gonna explain. Are you ready? This is for first pick. Okay. What is Dad's desert island movie? Options: Jason Bourne series, Shawshank Redemption, James Bond series, Die Hard series.
Not Die Hard. I know Shawshank is one of his favorites, but that's just one. Does he get to bring all of them if it's a series?
I don't we posed the question and he just
I
started listing stuff.
say it's either Bourne or Bond. I say Bond.
You are correct. What a clutch
Hmm.
one. You get first pick.
I
Nice.
I needed that.
He immediately goes, Daniel Craig. I was like, okay.
All right, so I get first pick. For what, Cole? Explain.
Okay, we're doing a draft similar to the Game of Thrones one. If you did not watch that, go watch it.
I
Kidding.
won, but yes.
You did not.
I have a lot of confidence in my ability in this game.
Okay. We're gonna draft an NFL roster with Star Wars characters. Again,
Hell yeah.
it's not ships or creatures, if that makes sense. Like
Well, there's a lot of creatures in Star
I
Wars. So
know,
like
but like
characters, it can be a
yeah,
character,
yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm like
not like the monster that Luke falls into the pit with.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes, like that kind of shit, like a dragon in Game of Thrones. Like we're gonna do a coach and we're gonna go in this order: coach, quarterback, skill position, skill position, skill position. Oh no, two skill? No, we did three.
Just
Two?
no, we're just gonna do two.
Two skill positions. So
Coach.
wide receiver, running back, tight end, whatever. You pick two: coach, quarterback, skill position, and then we're gonna do three defenders. So safety, corner, linebacker, front, edge, whatever you want to do. You don't have to be limited. If you want just secondary, you're not going
You
to play
can you
against
can
the
pick
run.
the skill positions or the defense in any order you want, but we're doing the first two offensive one and then the second.
Yeah, we're snaking on this too.
Okay.
So you get the first pick with your coach pick.
I am going with Darth Sidious as my
Fuck
coach.
me. That's exactly who I wanted.
So, I mean, the motherfucker built the empire behind the back
Yeah,
of
I know.
the
I know.
Jedi, right,
I know.
right
I
behind
know.
them. He is
I
just
know.
strategic. He created maybe the most powerful guy in the world or galaxy in Darth Vader. He helped, you know, with the genesis of Darth Vader. It's Darth Sidious. I think that was a great pick. Thank you. Your turn.
I hate you so much. Now I have to completely adjust my draft. Since you're taking fucking Palpatine, do it. Do it. Um,
I,
damn.
I did it.
I need a coach.
Yeah, and you better pick quick here.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Yoda. I mean, I don't like.
That's pretty good.
He's wise, best Force user. I know Palpatine fucking did it under his nose, but he like saw it coming, but didn't see it coming. I gotta take Yoda.
Yeah. I was thinking Yoda for my running back. He'd be
I wanted him skill
50.
position, but because
Yeah.
of who we're drafting, I have to take a different route. So then I get a quarterback here on the flip. I'm gonna go with Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
That'll be my quarterback. He's arguably the greatest Jedi ever. Works well with Yoda, and he beats Sidious.
True. Small. Very small.
Small. We're going Kyler Murray.
Very
Also,
small.
but
Not very buff though.
he's got a bionic hand, so we're chucking that thing. That thing
Yeah,
get
just a hand.
launched.
A hand's not throwing the ball. An arm is throwing the ball.
He could just go like this. Voomp, voomp,
Yeah,
voomp,
okay.
voomp. And he's fucking Anakin Skywalker will see him and just melt. He'll be like, "That's my son."
I'm not a fan, honestly, of your quarterback pick. I respect your coach pick.
Okay,
So
coach.
this is someone you probably aren't gonna think of for I got these two are good. I'm gonna go Qui-Gon Jinn as my quarterback.
He was on my list. I shit you not. I could show it to you if you want. He was on my list.
Why? I'm going QG, baby. He is big. Liam Neeson's.
Yeah,
Shout out
yeah,
Key Beal. Liam Neeson's.
you're going
Six
Josh
three.
Allen on us.
6'3". He's smart. He's a green lightsaber guy, so he uses a force more. He is in touch with himself, the surroundings. Good
I wonder how him and
leader.
Palpatine are gonna work.
If they're on the same team, I think this is unstoppable.
Do it. I don't want to do it.
So that's my QB. So now I get to pick either a running back or a receiver ish, right?
Yeah, skill position. It doesn't matter which one.
I gotta take this guy because he's available right now, and I like my chances of landing a couple of these people. I'm going with Chewbacca as my
Oh wow.
wide receiver tight
Okay.
end. Just an
Okay.
absolute unit. That's fucking
I mean,
Gronk
he was
out
on my
there.
list. Yeah, he
That's
is.
Gronk. So
He'll
I
just
got
tear people's
Chewy.
arms off.
He's
Okay.
no one's winning in a jump ball with him. Hail Marys
No.
all day. Man, I like my team so far. All right. What do you got?
Okay, so I get two skill positions then. I'm
Mhm.
taking Darth Maul at running back.
Yeah, that was one of the guys
Guy's
I was
doing
looking for.
flips,
Yeah,
jukes.
yeah,
He
that's a
kills
good pick.
Qui-Gon. Like, go get him, baby. Like,
That's a good pick.
and then I'm gonna take Anakin Skywalker as my wide receiver.
Yep.
Fast, force user, jumping around, works well with the quarterback, that connection.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's a good pick.
it's pretty straightforward on those two. So,
Um, okay.
who's your last skill position and your first defender?
I'm going I gotta go.
This is tough.
I mean, these can be kind of interchangeable. I don't know. I gotta see here. Um,
There is a time limit.
I know. Are we taking like their age into consideration, like how they move, like in the movies, or like their potential? We don't know how Luke Skywalker's gonna be running around with a football. You know, we don't know
I
how Chewie's hands are as a receiver. You know, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, just I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna go. Okay, I'll do this. I will go Darth Vader as my running back, power back. He's
yeah,
got to
he's
have a lot of
powerful.
power.
Just uses force, whatever. Doesn't
Yeah,
have to be
he's gonna
like
be
they
great.
can. He can force walk his way down the field really fast if you want to look at it like that, and you just push people out of his way. He could
Yeah,
walk down the field and just force everyone away from him.
and then
Defense.
I've
Build your roster.
got
This is interesting.
General Grievous.
Damn, that's who I wanted on mine too. That was my first one. Fuck.
He honestly is just a float. He could be fucking linebacker or corner with 4 arms. Good luck passing over him.
He's
I'll
tough.
yeah, I'll put him as my linebacker.
Oh crap. Okay, I hope this works. I hope I get this other player, but I think I have to do these two first. My first two defensive players, we safety corner, both of them,
Mhm.
Django and Boba Fett. We're gonna put one back and the other back.
So you're picking both. Your two
I'm
picks are
picking both. My two
the
picks are
fat boys.
Django and Fett. They work together, chemistry, know where they're going, jetpacks flying around. They're hunting.
Yeah,
That's their kind of thing to do.
that's not bad.
Quick. Yeah, that's
They
my
were
pick.
decently athletic.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna finish mine out then, and then you have one more to finish.
Yeah, don't take my player.
I am going Mace Windu
Fuck you, man. That's what I wanted. He's gonna be because he kills Django. Like
as
I
my
needed
defensive
somebody.
back.
Yeah.
I'm going Macy boy, and my defensive line. I'm going Uka Tuka
You're
Toro.
taking fat ass
Jabba the Hutt,
Jabba.
baby. Good luck running past him.
Oh God.
I just whooped your ass.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yeah, my team is stacked.
I got all the Skywalkers. What do you want from
So
me?
they're little. Luke Skywalker is like 5'7", and he's your quarterback.
Tyreek Hill is little.
He's
Kyler
not
Murray is
Tyreek
little.
fast, and
Yeah, he is.
he's not
He's
Kyler
got the
Strong.
force, man. They're the strongest force user.
You're not using the
I
force
got
in
fucking
this. We're playing
Yoda on my
football
team too. Yeah, we're using force.
as a coach.
Um, yeah, we're
All I
smart.
have to say is look back at the footage of your responses to my picks and my responses to your picks. That should tell you who won.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
if I
like,
got
oh
those,
damn, oh
if
damn,
I
oh
got
damn.
those, I would won. But I'm fine with mine. My last pick is
Oh,
tough
if you
because
would
you.
have picked who I picked, you would have won. Yeah, I agree.
Well, no, if I had Mace Windu, I think I win this draft. But
No.
so this is tough because
You
I
have D
wanted
line
Qui
left?
Gon. I need D line or linebacker. I need a big person. I'm not taking this. I had Han Solo down when he does that truck stick. You know what I mean? As like a running
Yeah,
back
yeah.
in the game when he runs.
I have Han as like quarterback or running back because
Yeah, I had that
he's tall enough. He's like 6 footish. I don't
too.
know.
Yeah, isn't he?
6'2" maybe. Yeah, I don't know. You want me to give you a hint? I'll even give you a hint for someone that could play D line for you, and I'll still beat you.
Who?
Powerful.
I have him too, but like Chewie, I mean
Yeah.
that's probably my best bet.
Yeah.
I don't really have any. I was gonna say like Kylo Ren at linebacker.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't think about the new ones. Jeez.
Yeah, I'll go Kylo. Like He's angry all the time.
Yeah, he's a big guy. That's actually
And
a sneaky. That's a sneaky good pick.
actually, I didn't realize how big he is. He is pretty big. I'll
He's
take
like
Kylo Ren
six
in my
three. He's
middle
big. He
linebacker.
could have been a
Yeah.
running back too, honestly.
He's a
I totally didn't.
Skywalker.
So
I
funny
think
thing to
my
mention.
team gels.
Yeah. No one picked Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay, so I was going to pick Obi-Wan on offense, but when you left me Anakin, I was like, I gotta take Anakin. And then I was like, Obi is my quarterback with Anakin because they gel, but Luke's a better
But they're
Jedi. So I was
all
like, oh,
like the human Jedis are all
they all have the
small, except
same
for Mace
trait.
Windu. Mace Windu
Yeah,
is pissed, and he's not white, so he's a lot more athletic than all these
correct.
honkies out here. And
Correct. But I also have
I feel
Darth
like Samuel
Maul.
L. Jackson's tall. He's got to be
I
6 foot.
I really like my team. Darth Maul, Skywalker, Yoda. That's a stacked offense and
I
defense. We're
Maul
out
is
here
good.
slinging.
Maul is good, but I've got the best coach in Palpatine, and then I've got Qui-Gon, who's just a fucking dart machine. Darth Vader at
Qui-Gon's
running back.
overrated.
I've got the better version of Anakin. Chewbacca, who's fucking Gronk on steroids. He rips people's
He's
arms off.
slow.
Mace Windu, General Grievous. You can't get past this defense.
My
Jabba?
guys, my guys can beat your fat ass defense and will beat your
No.
Grievous all day. We're scoring tutties on
No.
you all day.
No.
Yes. Okay.
No. I think
Vote,
that's
vote,
fun though. Yeah.
vote who
Vote in the
won.
comments. I think I whooped Cole's butt.
I don't think so. I think I had you on that one, but okay.
That's fun
Good
though.
draft.
Yeah. All right. What are we
Um,
looking ahead at?
looking ahead, worst Thursday game ever. Pittsburgh, New England. It's like 30 points over under. Like that's a
Yeah.
joke. Don't
Yeah.
watch football
I might not
until
even watch that, honestly.
no. Unless you have someone in the fantasy. Ravens, Rams. I think it's a sneaky good game. But it comes down to Bills at the Chiefs. Is that a must win for both teams? Yes or no?
Probably, yeah.
I think it definitely is for the Bills. I don't think it's a must win for the Chiefs, but if they lose two in a row, that's like 3 out of their 5 or
It's
something. That's a
if it's not a must win, it's a get right win because you need
correct
this one to get right. If you
at
don't, you're
home.
just
And
yeah.
if they don't win, and it's not guaranteed. Nothing is, and with his luck, it isn't. But they probably aren't getting home field advantage.
I would
Look, going
love.
in, he's only had that once where he was the 2 seed, but the Ravens lost in the second round, so then he had it anyways. But that would be kind of nice. And then
Go
Eagles at
Bills.
Cowboys, Sunday Night Football, must win for both? Question mark.
Yeah, because this is a division game. If you
Ties the
beat the
records.
Yep, if you beat the Eagles, you now have the 1 seed.
Well,
Right?
no, you don't. No, if the Cowboys win, they have the same record as the Niners, and the Niners beat them, so they
They
are
have
in the
the
one.
tiebreaker.
But they move up to
But you need
2,
to
so
do
you
that in
have
order to keep moving up.
that means you
So,
have 2 games at Dallas instead of going to
all right.
someone pretty much every game.
So yeah, yes, it's a must win. You have to win.
For
Whoever,
the
no matter who
Eagles,
you are. Both.
I don't think it's a must win for Philly. I think it
You have to keep them off of you. You want the
yeah,
tiebreaker.
but I think looking at the schedule, they have easier. Like Cowboys are going to stumble. I think they'll lose to the Bills or the Dolphins. So I think you could still catch that. But if you want to if you want the Niners to come back to your place, you got to win because the Niners play the Ravens, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So like,
They play like 5 straight teams with Bird. Have you seen that?
yeah, it's like Seahawks, Cardinals,
Ravens.
Eagles, Ravens, Cardinals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like all the birds in the NFL.
they're just
Stay away
torture
from
them.
me.
That's pretty much it though. It's a decent week of football. Every week coming up has a great game.
Yeah,
So
that's what we need.
interesting. Fantasy, fucking tough, man. Paige beat me, so she won our bet.
What
Fucking
was your bet this
Mason.
time?
It's she had to give me a 30-minute massage,
Oh, you just flipped it.
non-sexual. I flipped it, yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that.
I mean, I could have said sexual. Mason wins because of yeah, you won. Didn't think you would. You're scary in the playoffs with your fucking
Thank
Niner
you.
team.
Someone needs
It's
to say it.
you're really
Fucking
scary.
A.
I think you are probably gonna win. My with Trevor going down, my team is I have like no quarterback.
I feel
I
bad that I picked up Josh Dobbs. I fell for the hype when he was
Yeah,
doing
you could
well,
have
and
had
now
some
he's
other
not.
people.
Could have picked Jordan Love, and mom picked
Yeah.
his ass up. But thank God I have Stroud. He's been doing just fine for me. But yeah, it's basically
Speaking of
all my 49ers.
speaking of mom and Kevin's out for sure. I think mom's out because even if she wins this week and Allie or you lose, you have more points for or
Hmm.
Paige. So like she would have to win by like score like 220 and one of you guys had to score like 70.
I think I have the most points for at the right now.
Yeah, you and Paige are 1 and 2. Yeah. So that's a big one. Seeding's kind of so I think they're out. So RIP to those two. Seeding is a big deal this week because if Dad loses and Paige wins, she moves up. If Alexa loses and I kind of kick ass, I move into the bye week for one seeds get the bye week. So big
Yeah.
week. I play you this week. I don't think I'm going to win. I'm projected to, and I don't know how. I think I'm going to get
Yeah.
rocked.
We'll see. Anything can happen. In my other league, I was down by 6 and he was done. I had one receiver from the Jaguars that I needed to get me 6 points. He was scheduled to get 16. I'm like, oh, this is easy. One catch for 3 yards and he pulls his groin. Thank you, Christian Kirk. I lost because you
Yeah.
got hurt. Anything can happen. And I was pissed.
That
But yeah,
game was, I went to bed early because I was super tired.
it was like
Low key,
sneaky good.
I know I woke up overtime win. Lawrence goes
Yeah.
down. I was like,
They
what did
just
I
kept
miss?
I was just on my iPad, doodling about whatever. And I just kept looking up. I'm like, they scored again? Oh, and then they like scored again. They just kept going back and forth. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. I'm like, holy shit. This is
Entertaining.
like a decent game, actually. And
Yeah.
but like, no, I didn't know half the fucking people in it. That was the only thing.
Still
Yeah,
fun.
it was still fun.
I'm glad I
What
missed
kind of
that.
what kind of bets you got?
Last week was tough. I went 1 for 3. Jets. I can't ever put my faith in that fucking team again. Broncos choked
Oh,
it. Niners won though. Clutch that one. So my question is playing the game again because the opposite is still working. We're still trying to get one a week. Falcons, Bucks. Falcons are 2.5 point favorites. It's at the Falcons. What do we think?
Falcons at the Bucks. I like. I'm
No,
riding the Bucks at
it's at
Falcons.
at yeah at the Falcons.
I've been riding with the Falcons on just our picks that we do with Grandpa. I'm riding the Falcons. I don't really have faith in the Bucks.
I would agree. So we're going with the Bucks.
Nice.
And then Chiefs Bills. Chiefs
At the Chiefs,
at the Chiefs are 2.5 point favorites, which tells me if it's at Buffalo, Buffalo's favored as a 6-6 team.
I would say Chiefs respond to us losing at home. They play better. I think the Chiefs would win.
I agree. So we're going with Buffalo. And
Let's
I
go
hope that fucking
Buffalo.
happens.
Me too. All right, let's go Buffy.
Do you like Chargers are 2.5 point favorites over the Broncos
At Broncos.
at Chargers.
Well, I mean, they don't really play home games, do they? Um, uh,
I like the
I would
Broncos.
say I was gonna say I never really trust the
Chargers,
Chargers, so I
right?
would go Broncos because the Broncos are
Um,
starting to gel. I know that they didn't win last week though, did they?
no, but that's five
But
out of
they,
six.
yeah, it was close. Like they didn't get blown out or anything.
Fuck. I guess we're going Chargers then. That's ass.
I don't like that. I mean, what was the other one? Cowboys Eagles
Cowboys, Eagles, Cowboys 3.5.
at home to the Eagles. I would say, oh fuck, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I don't know if I can really lean a certain way for that one.
No, I'd say yeah, go Chargers.
Damn it all. Okay, Bucks, Bills, Chargers. Bucks, Bills, Chargers. Let's ride. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, last but not least, uniforms. We're doing the Raiders.
Yeah, we're doing the Raiders, and I changed my mind. I tweaked the Chargers uniforms, so I will be releasing those, and we'll go over those the next week then. Just small things, nothing crazy. They have good uniforms, but Raiders used to be Oakland, now Las Vegas. They have very simple but really cool uniforms. It's hard to screw up black and silver when you're a hardcore football team. It's kind of cool. Great color scheme. I think they should utilize black more. So primary homes, I gave them all black.
They don't do that, do they?
No,
That's
it's
cool.
so easy. They don't have
Yeah.
they don't have black pants, and I'm like, that's so easy. Their
What a
jerseys,
mistake.
I know it's so it's so easy.
I think I
Um,
realized that.
their jerseys, so their normal uniforms have a stripe on the helmet and a stripe on the pant, no stripe on the jerseys. It's just all black, numbers on the shoulders and numbers on the chest and back. That's it. I put like one stripe. I wanted to be consistent with one stripe, but it looked just weird with one bar going on the shoulder. So I just put their logo on top of the bar. So it's
Pretty
the,
cool.
yeah, just to give it something on the shoulders. So primary homes, all black. I mean, tell me that's not sick.
It is.
Yeah. Secondary homes is what they have right now. So this is what they wear normally. But I have my stripe and logo on the shoulder just to keep it consistent with the first jersey. I don't think there's anything wrong with these, that they normally have. The silver works good with the black jerseys. Yeah, but I think you got to utilize that black. It's so cool.
Yes, it is.
Primary away, all white.
Clean.
Mm-hmm. White and black and silver. I mean, you can't go wrong. They do this sometimes, but they like to wear they do like, it's really stupid. Like their white jerseys have black numbers normally, and then they do like a different white jersey with silver numbers and the black outline and the silver pants, and everyone seems to like that more. I don't really know why. It's not like that big of a difference to me. But yeah, I mean that's their
That's
primary
odd to
away.
me. That's very odd.
What?
Do you know why they do that?
Well, they just switch the number color?
Yeah.
No.
Like do other teams do that?
No.
That's very weird. Like we're just gonna
Yeah. It's like
randomly do
it's
that?
our alternate away uniform, and it's like you just change the number color.
Is it more laziness to make it look different?
I think they don't have a lot to work with just, black, silver, and white. And they're just like, all right, let's change the color of the,
That's
numbers.
very weird.
But I like the silver numbers on the white. Black on the white it pops, but it's just a little too plain to me. I think the silver on there kind of just makes it a little bit different. So their secondary aways, I only give them 4. They really only need 4. I just got rid of their gray pants with the white. I like the black pants with the white jerseys and the silver helmets because you get all 3 colors. And
Yeah, I would agree.
yeah, so
What do
yeah,
you think about those compared to Jaguars?
I still like the Jaguars, but I think these are, out of the ones I've done, maybe. I mean, how many have I done so far?
I mean, we've been through
I
the
mean,
whole
we're
NFC already. Yeah.
15. No, we didn't do all of the NFC. We switched back and
Yeah, we
forth.
did. Oh no,
No,
we
we
didn't. We
didn't.
didn't do
We didn't do
the
the NFC South.
yeah.
Um, so out of
I think they're pretty
15,
clean and cool looking for pretty basic
they're definitely like
colorways.
top 6 or 7
Yeah.
out of the ones I've done. Maybe top 5. I don't know. I'd
Too
have to
bad
go
they
through them.
suck.
Yeah. But I mean, I think there's things like in my next, when I revamp all the teams, not just make the ones they have better. I think that, you can do multiple helmets. You can do all black helmets. You can get rid of the dumb shield. I'm not really sure why they have a shield, and you can just do like the logo of the dude with the swords and make it like bigger. You can do some other stuff with that. Black helmets. Yeah. So we'll see. It'll be fun to kind of revamp them a little bit, but you can do some Las Vegas theme stuff like Ace of Spades patterns in some stripes, or just things like that off the dome here. But yeah, those are my Los Oakland Raiders.
I like it. I like it.
Simple, a lot of classic team.
Yeah.
A lot of times simple is better. So next week we'll do the Chargers. We'll have pretty
All
decent
right.
uniforms.
Cool, cool.
We got through a lot today. Damn.
Yeah, we did. Big one. Fun one.
Yeah. Quick, fast pace.
I definitely won the podcast today.
I was disappointed in myself for getting my ass whooped with the thing I thought I was going to be good at. But
You don't
you
even know all
also
four
you
teams.
threw me
Says the
off.
wrong team.
I know. You threw me off with those weird teams that no one cares about. I'm talking like the ones that people know.
Talk to talk, baby. Walk the walk.
Yes. All right. I was the first one to admit that I was not very good, but I made up for it with nailing Dad's trivia and getting I think a pretty easy win handedly
Okay,
in
Team
the Star Wars
Skywalker is
draft.
bending you over. They like to bend it over. They're bending you over. Let's go.
Yeah, they
All
like to
day.
kiss their sister too. So
I was thinking about Leia for chemistry, but I was like, nah.
yeah, great chemistry.
Yeah. Okay,
No, that's
that's it.
fun. All right, that's it. Episode 15.
Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Bye.